Hi everybody, it's me again, Mr. J. The other day we talked about tens frames in Minecraft, and I built tens frames using fence posts, cauldrons, some frames, armor, beds, banners, and some blocks. Okay? We're used to putting tens frames together that look like this. 5 on the top, 5 on the bottom. And what we've been practicing in school is when you just see this, know the answer. As opposed to doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, counting by ones, seeing 5, knowing 5, and then adding 2 more. Know your equation, 5 plus 2 equals 7. This is one way to look at it. Now we're going to upgrade. We're going to do a tens frame that looks a little bit different, but it's still going to be 10. Take a look. All right. Now, how many stars count by tens? Okay, take a look at what I've done. Okay, I've dug a trench. I've dug a few of them, but let's look at the first one here. Okay, it said count the stars. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I left a space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 in this one too. So you have 5 plus 5. What does that give you? 10. So what I've done is I've built a tens frame, but it's in columns as opposed to rows. So this is like vertical. It's almost like up and down. And then the other one was like horizontal, like laying down. You had 5 on top and 5 on the bottom. Same concept, it just looks different. Okay, so each trench that I dug has 10. So what I want you to do is I want you to count the stars. Now, let's go up. Take a look. I want you to count the stars. That's a lot of stars. Do you want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Do you want to count by ones? You could, but that might take a little while. You could even count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and keep going. Sure. But we want to count by tens. So that's what we're going to focus on today. Ready? All right. So take a look at this one right here. How many are here? That's right, 10. Take a look. 10. Now, this next row here, column, there are 10 in there. Okay, so here's a 10, and here's a 10. What's 10 plus 10? If you're just looking at these two together. That's right, 20. 20. What comes next? 10, 20, 30, 40. What comes after 40 when you're skip counting by tens? 50. What's 50 plus 10? 60. 60 plus 10. What about 70 plus 10? 80. What comes after 80 when you're skip counting by 10? 90. 90 plus 10? 100. What's 100 plus 10? Not 101, because I'd be adding, if it was 101, you'd add one more star. But I want you to add 10 stars. So you got to make sure that next one is going to be located in the tens place. 110. What's 110 plus 10? 120. Nice job. So if you take a look, I have a bunch of tens frames. If I combine them all together, counting all the stars, I have 120 stars. Cool. Now, take a look at this. All right, here we go. All right, here's an addition problem. something plus something. Okay, so I have to come up with what number is here, what number is here, and then I have to add them together. What's my total number of stars? All right, so you got the answer. Good. Awesome. Take a look at this. How many tens do you see? Yes, you have 2 tens. Well, what is 2 tens worth? What's the value of 2 tens? 20. So I have 20 over here, plus how many do you see here? How many tens do you see? Yeah, you see 110. What's 110 worth? What's the value of 110? That's right, 10. So I have 20 plus 10. What's 20 plus 10? 20 plus 10 equals 30. And here's your equation. 20 plus 10 equals 30. All right, now I've got a job for you. Make sure you have a piece of paper and a pencil. All right, if you don't have it, pause it now, because I'm going to show you some problems that you're going to write down and you're going to solve them. Go get that pencil. Go get that paper. All right, here we go. All right. Write these down on your paper and see if you can solve them. 60 plus 10 equals 80 plus 10 equals you could draw pictures on your paper, kind of like what I dug when I dug the trenches, and you can combine them that way. Or you can think about how we skip counted from 10 to 120 and think about what's next. What's next when you're skip counting by tens? Can you do 90 plus 10 on your paper? Make an equation. And write these down. 40 plus 10 equals 70 plus 10 equals. What do they equal? All right, what we've done today is we've counted by tens, and we're practicing adding a 10. Adding a 10. Okay, let's check your answers. 60 plus 10 equals 70. 80 plus 10 equals 90. 90 plus 10 equals 100. 40 plus 10 equals 50. And 70 plus 10 equals 80. I hope you had fun skip counting by tens and adding a 10. I'll see you next time.